So I love it when my work day ends early because I have quite a bunch of things to do. I need to go and make a bunch of freezer meals this week, and the way my week is going, I think I'll do like half of them today and half of them tomorrow after work. Let me show you how this goes. The first thing I need to do is to pass by the market because I need a bunch of vegetables. Let's see how this goes. Tell me you carry a lot of stuff to work without telling me you carry a lot of stuff to work, because what is this? So one thing I told her I have to do for me today, before I left work, is to prepare the meat for me. I want to make a casserole, chicken casserole pasta thing. We'll see how that goes, and some chicken stew. And then that will be for today. And then tomorrow I'll work on the beef and everything. I have about 6 recipes. And if you're a busy mom like me and don't have time the whole afternoon or evening to spend in the kitchen, I find that dividing the freezer meals a few days of the week, and then I just make a huge bunch, and then the whole month is taken care of. Just about three or 4 evenings, after work evenings, and my whole month is set. So let's do this. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You know, I bought me what do you call it? I bought a car mount for the camera when I'm filming in the car for the phone. I haven't had time to fix it. Today when I left the house, I'm telling my hubby, you need to fix that car mount because I'm going to be filming when I'm driving home. And he's like, it's too late. You should have told me yesterday. So let me go. We need to fix that because this story of holding my phone onto the car thing ain't working for me. Ain't working for me. It's a story for another time. The first thing I want to do when I get home is to just relax and reconnect with my family, because this is going to be a very busy evening for me. Not only am I making the 2 freezer meals that I've chosen to make for today, and one of them is actually going to be our dinner, so I have to keep time on that. But I also have my Motivated Mom coaching class. Tonight, we normally have a weekly session where we're just going through what we're learning, helping the ladies with any struggles that they're having. I always look forward to our Monday night weekly sessions. And if you don't know, we are starting a new Motivated Life Club in May. In May, we are actually opening it up to ladies of all ages because we are learning and going through a 21-day Master Your Time challenge, because most of us really just struggle with keeping time, making time for what we want. You're always feeling behind because you're not achieving the things that you want to achieve. So that's the thing that I want us to focus on. I'm going to put a link down below, but yes, I need to rest because the evening is going to be jam-packed with activities for me. So let me first just relax. And in case you don't know, the Motivated Life Club is free for all the 70 moms who buy our May meal plan. We always have a meal plan every new month with new exciting recipes and a grocery list and everything. So the club is actually a bonus for the fast movers, the action takers. As I said, I'm going to link it down below. But now let's work on this pasta casserole dish. Clearly, I am craving pizza. And the thing that I love about making pasta for the fridge and for the freezer is that it's sort of like a one-pot meal. Everything goes together into the same dish. So reheating it is going to be very fast and easy. All we have to do is to thaw it overnight and also just put it in the oven for like 45 minutes to an hour, and boom. It's not like the other freezer meals, because if I'm making like beef, on the day that we are defrosting it, we have to make like the chicken. We have to make like the rice or the chapati or the ugali that we're going to serve it with. But this casserole dish is fantastic because it's just a one-off. So before I started making freezer meals, let me tell you, I've been making freezer meals for at least 8 years now, if not more. And before I started making them, okay, when we got married, it was just my husband and I, so that was okay. I mean, just cooking for two people wasn't that bad. I've always loved cooking. But then the family started growing. So we had our firstborn and then we had one house help. So that was okay. I could handle that. But when the twins came, it just got so chaotic for me because yes, I was still working. Now, here's the thing that motivated me to start making freezer meals. And this was way before I was on YouTube, by the way. I started making freezer meals because of the high turnover of house helps that I had when the twins came. Because the twins came when our firstborn was almost 2 years. So now I had 3 children under 3 and it was chaotic. I had 2 house helps. But I'm telling you, my house was like a revolving door of houses. They were in, they were out. They would last like a week or they would last like 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, it was so hectic. Like I almost quit my job so many times. And the one thing I realized that made it easier for me is to just have the meal thing taken care of, okay? Because now that was one less thing for me to worry about. I was putting my kids on the Gina Ford schedule, and that made it also a bit easier. But let me tell you, even if you have a schedule, it is still so crazy. Even if you have your meal plan stocked, it is still so crazy just having 3 children under 3, and then 2 of them are twins, you know? It was so absolutely just exhausting. So I don't know how people survive, especially if you're a working mom, because I've been working for forever at this point in time. I don't know how people manage to survive all that. And how delicious does this pasta look? If you're a working mom, let me know what tips or hacks you have found that make your life easier and help you to juggle the work life and the home life. Because my goodness, we all need help. It can be so chaotic. And for me, and I've met a number of you who always tell me that making freezer meals has really, really changed your life because it makes life so much easier. I'm so glad I managed to get so many of these. Like, this is going to last us for a month, look, because 4 casserole dishes, yes, this is a whole month of pasta, chicken casserole, and I'm excited for that. So I'm done with tonight's session of the Mom Club. And it's always so amazing when I interact with you guys in such a close and one-on-one way. Because my passion and my husband's passion, we have a conjoined passion is just to help women out there to make their lives so much easier. And making videos and making content is great because it's like I'm just helping as many people as I can. But it is so special when I am just doing like one-to-one, or like when we have the small Zoom meetings, then we can get to ask questions. I can get to help you directly in your particular situation, which for me, it is so fulfilling. I mean, this club, whether it's a mom club or like in May we're doing an all ladies club, has been so fulfilling and challenging for me at the same time, because I really get to show up for you guys in a new way, and I'm super excited, especially for me as we just usher in new ladies who've not been there before. I'm excited for that. So anyway, now that's over. I'm done. The kids have slept. So now I'm just working on making this quick chicken stew. I mean, I'm making it as simple as I can because honestly, I looked for the most simple chicken recipe I could find because I need to sleep, because I have to wake up early tomorrow morning to go to bed. I mean, to go to school. At I'm waking up to go to bed. Oh my goodness, I wish that was true. So I want to wake up early to go to work. But I am so determined to make 2 dishes per night so that all these freezer meals are going to just take me 3 whole days to finish. So let's wait and see if that's going to work. And you want to watch till the end because I'm going to share with you a cleaning hack that I discovered that will absolutely blow your mind, especially when it comes to your kitchen, your cooking pots, your sink. You will not believe this. So make sure you stay tuned until the end. I had a great and productive day at work. So tonight I am making another huge batch of food so that we can have some for dinner and also save some for the coming weeks. So what I'm making is a beef stew. I want to make it like a wet fry sort of beef stew. But I also want to get some beef stock so that I can use for later. I always like to boil my beef because it makes it easier for the kids to chew, especially if it's from KMC. I don't know why. I love KMC beef. I feel like I can trust it more. But also, the downside of that, it's, my goodness, sometimes it is so hard. So boiling it in the pressure cooker for like 20 to 25 minutes works very well for me. Okay, and let me also say one more reason why I started making freezer meals. And please don't take this in a bad way. Like during that time when the kids were younger and I had this humongous revolving door of house helps in my house, one of the things I realized is that some of them, honestly, like their cooking skills were not that great. And I don't mind training. It's just that they never stayed long enough for me to train them. And I've done a whole playlist, by the way, on how to deal with house helps. And one thing I came to agree back then is that there's a reason why house helps were leaving my house like at such a rapid rate. And I'm telling you, it took me, I used to get so frustrated because I'm like, am I the problem? Am I a bad employer? What's happening and everything? But I realized, like, when you have so many young kids and it's tough. It's tough, okay? They are very young and there are many. There was 3 under 3. So I realized if for me as a mom and as a working mom, it's tough for me to deal with my kids when they are that young. Imagine another person, especially young person these are not their children. It's hard for them as well. So I actually stopped taking it personally when they were just leaving, because I was like, I'd rather someone leaves and they realize, okay, this job is not for me, it's too hard, than someone stays and mistreats your kids for no reason. Oh my goodness, I had a help who mistreated my daughter one day. I'll tell you that story one of these days. However, so now their food, my goodness, it just was not that good, okay? So I was like, you know what? Until this situation has settled, let me just make the food for myself and for my people, Please let me know if you can film me. I hope I'm not sounding like a bad person. Also, how delicious does this beef stew look? Woo! With this ugali. Thankfully, our help helped me with the ugali. So, yes, now I have a help who can help me with such things. Now I just make freezer meals because I love it. But this looks so delicious. Unfortunately for this beef, I only got 2 servings. And that's because it was beef wet fried. That's why sometimes I just prefer to make beef stew with a lot of potatoes and minjis and carrots. Because that goes so much further. Okay, today after work, I went to the salon to get my nails done. They were not looking so good. And now I want to focus on the vegetarian dishes, which is beans with bacon. And I'm also going to be making a lentil stew. Very easy, very quick. Yes. As that is going on, I'm still going to do a load of laundry. I did manage to do one in the morning, but it's never too late. I have a pile of laundry and I try to do a load at least once a day. And yeah, this just keeps it from not piling up and not just building up. And how cute are my guys who are learning how to iron? I love this. It's been a while since we had beans with bacon. So yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that. And one thing I've realized, if you love also including vegetarian meals in your menus, sometimes you run out of ways to make beans. Sometimes you run out of ways to make the lentils, because you can't just be just cooking them with tomatoes and ginger. So I absolutely love putting bacon in my beans. Sometimes I put coconut. I'm sure you have seen that. I've actually done a video showing you 4 different ways to make these vegetarian dishes, because we need to be as creative as possible. Otherwise, people start getting bored, okay? Another thing I realized, I learned this from my sister-in-law, is to actually put the carrots at the end of cooking so that they are still a bit crunchy. Even after they go to the freezer and they come out, they still have a bit of crunch, and that really makes it worthwhile. If you have any other ideas on how I can make these vegetarian dishes, please let me know, because I need help. I mean, we all need help, but I am quick to say I need help. I have made beans in sausage, which was absolutely delicious. I have also made different types of beans. You guys know we have like a million types of beans. I have made beans in peanut sauce as well. I have loved that. I am really looking forward to more ideas. Oh, and putting a squeeze of lemon, I realize also, to your dishes at the end, especially the lentils or the beans, actually really just makes the flavor so rich and delicious. one of the things that people say to me all the time when I meet them when we're talking about freezer meals. No, not even, they just meet me and they're like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe the amount of food that you cook. You cook so much. And to me, it's just a regular amount of food. Because we have a family of 7 and this food is supposed to last us sometimes up to 6 weeks. And we're doing both lunches and dinners. It just makes sense. But I know for a lot of people, they just get so surprised and just overwhelmed. And I'm so grateful for these cooking pots because they really make my life easier. Okay, time for me to share with you the cleaning hack that has absolutely blown my mind. Because if you have stainless steel anything, whether it's your cooking pot or whether it's your sink, this also works for like tiles, it works for floors. The gift that is barkeeper's friend will absolutely shock you. I mean, look at this pot. I've had these pots for about 3 years now, and the thing that I've discovered is that they're really starting to get discolored. And one thing that I stopped using a long time ago is steel wool. I don't like steel wool because I read somewhere, especially if you're using like aluminum pots, it removes sort of like the coating, the safe coating that builds on your aluminum pots, and then it lets aluminum link into your pot. So I don't buy steel wool in my house. However, this barkeeper's friend, you guys, I cannot even overstate. I mean, just look at the change. And what I loved about it is I don't have to use a lot of effort. I just mix it with a little bit of water, make a paste, just put it where I want it to scrub, and that's it. Like I was using like an old Super Bright here, and you can see how shiny this thing is. I didn't scrub hard. I just put the paste around it, left it for a few minutes, and what? Are you even kidding me? Like even if it was steel wool, I would have to use so much energy to get this shining. I can't even believe. And then it works so well even for my sink. If you're interested, I'm going to link it down below. Every home needs this. You guys, what? This has been so amazing. Thank you for hanging out. My full freezer and my shiny sink are so thankful that you took this time to hang out with me. If you'd like to see how to make breakfast freezer meals so that your life is completely sorted, I'm going to link that video over here. I'll see you over there. Bye.